Hi Virgo, I wanted to jump in here and do your mid-month reading for February 2020. And just off the top, it definitely is a very, very harsh energy right now in the atmosphere and just in our environments because we're in this Mercury retrograde. So I like to give the advice of, doing things that will clear out any kind of stagnant and negative energy. I like to burn Palo Santo, which is a little stick like this. You can buy these on Amazon or like any kind of like mythical store. They actually smell very sweet. It's kind of like sage, but it's just a little bit sweeter, and it clears out any like negative energy that's around. So I wanted to encourage you to do things like that, like saging, Palo Santo, also frankincense and myrrh is a really good incense to burn at this time. I would also recommend that you do salt baths, and the salt baths are very, very beneficial if you are dealing with a lot of negative people at work, because we pick up other people's energies. So doing a salt bath is kind of like resetting your energy and resetting any kind of energy that you might have picked up from other people. So I would encourage you to, I just use regular Morton salt, and I fill up my bathtub, put some of the salt in it, the whole tub, the entire tub I actually use. And then I add a few drops of essential oil to these, to the bath. And then I soak in there for about 20 minutes and I allow myself to submerge completely a few times, just to make sure that I get my crown chakra. And it's basically like cleaning out all of your chakras. So a little bit of a longer intro just to let you guys know about the salt bath, but I really think it's important to let you guys know this around this time. We're going to be in this kind of a harsh energy until about the end of March. So doing this once a week will help kind of like clear the slate, like clean the slate for you, so you're not feeling so overwhelmed by the excess of energies. Okay. Another thing that you can do is, wear some crystals, some hematite, some also rose quartz, because it helps with communication and keeping you a little bit more, in a balanced energy. Also, you can use tiger's eye to increase your personal power, and anything really that you are drawn to, like malachite, is another one that can help you clear out. The rose, this is selenite, sorry, blanked out real quick. So those things, lapis lazuli, this one, it's really good. Clear quartz, this is a smoky quartz. Things like that will be something that you can carry on your body, on your person, to kind of neutralize a little bit of the, negative energy. We have red jasper, which is really, really good. This is the starburst red jasper. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And then also some citrine would be good, if you're having some difficulties at work, just to kind of like balance those energies also. So a few suggestions. I know that's a long intro. We're here in 3 minutes and 24, but I thought it was important to share that information with you guys. Okay. Self-care is just as important as finding out what's going on. So let's start. 7 of Wands, King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, King of Cups, 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords, 4 of Cups, and then you have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so right away, the 7 of Wands speaks about a very like heavy energy where you feel like a lot of people are coming at you at the same time at, different ways. But you have grown a lot and you have shown restraint, and you're showing now that you're dealing with people in a much calmer way. So this puts you on a very like, on the top position, so you can deal with these attacks without them actually knocking you off your feet. You have the higher ground. And so now you're dealing with things maybe more maturely. You're dealing with things, thinking things before you speak them, so that you don't create difficult situations. And this is a really good energy to have because it's fire energy. So they say fight fire with fire. So you're going to be strong. But because you have the 7 of Wands, it also shows that you're going to take the higher ground. So you're going to be diplomatic. You're going to be able to speak in a good way to people. You're not just going to cut people down. But if you have to, you will also. Then you have the King of Wands. So another fire energy. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So if you're not dealing with any one of those, it could be the energy that you're taking on right now. And the King of Wands, he's very determined to make sure that he makes things happen in his life. He's very driven and he is very motivated to get things rolling. So you could be dealing with a situation where you're looking to get a better job. And you're putting yourself out there, you're studying something, or you're putting some energy into applying in other places. This is an energy of a man that's going to go after what he wants. So of course, you're not going to sit at home and wait for, wishes to come true. This is a time of you taking action towards the things that you really, really want. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this means that you're not there yet. So you haven't gotten to that point where you're all the way financially stable, but because you're putting in the work to get to that, and it's here in the reverse, it means it's coming. There's just a little bit of a delay. Then you have the King of Cups. This is somebody that's trying to offer you love. So while you might be dealing with a situation where you're trying to put your energy to better yourself in your position, there's someone that's trying to offer you this cup of love. Or maybe this is a new job, a new position, and someone of a water sign is one that's going to be very helpful in helping you obtain that job, because it will be a wish fulfillment. You got the Nine of Cups right after. Nine of Cups, and then there's the Eight of Pentacles, which definitely shows me that this is more in the genre of work versus love. Sorry, I couldn't get the words out. This is what happens with retrograde. Sometimes we just get stuck. But this is showing me a lot of work energy, like fire, passion. It's like going after that, getting that, having that drive to go after those things that you want. And when you have the Eight of Pentacles, it's showing that you're actively working towards these goals. You're actively working for your independence and your financial and your abundance. And you're putting proactive, action into these things. You're not just sitting around, because you have the King of Wands energy right here. This is someone that's not going to sit around waiting for it to come to him or her. This is a person that's going to work for it, and they're going to go after it. And when they get it, you have this abundance of love and appreciation and peace. This is the Ace of Cups. This is coming from God. God is telling you, you know what? You have earned this happiness. You have earned this love. You have earned this position where you can celebrate. And you're going to flow with abundance of wonderful support and appreciation. And you're just going to have so much joy. And, you're going to get an honest, clear answer of where things are going to go in the future. And although somebody's going to come in here to try to disrupt, this could be an air sign. So cups are water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The pentacles are like yourself, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And you got fire here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Wheel of Fortune is also a fire energy. It can be Aries, it can be Leo, and it also can be Gemini. So just so you know, there's a lot of good change coming your way. And there's a lot of people. There are a lot of people that are going to come and they're going to acknowledge you. They're going to give you the support, not only the support, but also the recognition for your work, because they realize, hey, listen, like, you've been putting in the work. We see you. You're working at it. You've learned. You've matured. You've developed into something that now we can be really proud to offer you this position. And that's really wonderful. But you're gonna have to think about, do I really want this position? Because after all of this work, if you get to the point where it's not satisfactory, then you're not going to accept the position. So you're going to be in this place where you're going to feel a little imbalanced, and you're not going to really know what to do. And you're going to feel like maybe a little bit trapped. Like, yeah, I worked really hard for this, but is this really what I want? And maybe you're not really wanting to, collaborate with these people, and you're kind of in a place where you're just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to, wish for. The Magician in reverse is like, you don't even know what you're manifesting. Like, you worked really hard for this, but was it really what you wanted? And then you have the Devil energy, which is an energy of something that's very toxic, like something that's not for your highest good. So you don't feel like it's feeding your soul. So then you might decide to just put yourself on a little bit of a break, until you can get the clarity, because you don't have it yet, and get out of this, position of feeling, depressed and disappointed, because it's been like that. And then with the world, it's an end of this cycle, the end of this heartache, and where you can actually have, somebody that's going to come in and give you this happiness. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify some of these for you guys. Let me see where it was, where it changed for you guys. Okay, so you have the Two of Cups, High Priestess. Sorry, I just want to put these in the order that they came out in, so that you guys, it tells the story correctly. I don't know why I needed that, but I just needed that. Okay, let me clarify these. I'm going to clarify for Virgo. Can you please tell me why the Seven of Wands is here for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? As always, I always do this prayer beforehand, but of course I want to speak it with you guys here. I hope that these messages are going to help you. They're general readings, so they're not going to resonate with everybody, obviously. But I'm really praying here that our archangels and our spirit guides come through to deliver the clearest messages for the sign of Virgo. Okay, clarify these Seven of Wands here. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Okay, Knight of Cups. So you're not really receiving this message of love from somebody, or you're not getting like an apology from somebody. So you're at a defensive right now. Maybe you're feeling like, somebody did you wrong in this job, and if it's job related, and you feel like, they're not even apologizing. But you've learned from this, and you've gotten so patient. And now you want to deal things in a different way. So even though they're not coming in with a remorseful feeling, you don't care. You're not really, you look at Knight of Swords in the reverse over the King of Wands. So, you weren't getting an equal give and take from somebody, so you decided, I'm going to put in the work. There's a lot of competition here. There's people that want what you have. Three of Pentacles. So see, there's people that want to collaborate with you, and people that see your worth, so they want to work with you. And I think that is creating a little bit of jealousy from other people around you. It could be that now you are maybe on the top running, like a front runner, and the people that are your like direct competition are feeling threatened by you, and they're trying to create blockages for you, but the people that are in the position to give you this collaboration or this work are actually seeing you for who you are, and they're giving you the opportunity. So clarify the King of Cups, please, for Virgo. The King of Cups. Okay, that one wanted to put Death. Okay. It might just be that you're working for something here, and you actually decide that it's not what you want. So you end up walking away from it. Like you put on all this work, but you come to it and you're like, it wasn't really what I wanted. Six of Wands, see? No victory there. So you got your wish, but it was kind of like, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Or you get it and then you're just like, oh, I didn't want it. Wait a minute, this isn't really what I thought it was going to be. You're going to get an epiphany about it. You're going to work towards this stuff. They're going to recognize you. They see you for who you are. They're like, yeah, you deserve this job, this opportunity. And then you get it. And you're just like, what did I work so hard for? I don't even want it. I didn't even want it. You get an epiphany, and maybe a Leo is helping you. Or they're the cause of your epiphany when you realize, well, maybe I don't want this after all. So you have the Page of Swords on top of the Ace of Cups. So this is definitely going to be that apology coming in after you didn't get it. So you didn't get it before the apology, right? Because with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, you're not getting something. But then you have someone that's going to come in. They're going to realize that they're very immature, and they apologize to you. And that opens up this, this love for you. or this feeling of appreciation at the very least. Okay, this one came out in the reverse and then it flipped. So I'm going to take it as it went. It was meant to flip and it's upright. So you got the Hierophant. Now here you have the Knight of Swords in the upright. So after this epiphany, maybe you realize, okay, I know what I want now. I'm going to go towards my passion. I'm going to go forward and take this chance, because you get a message about something. You get that clarity. You get someone that's coming over to willing to help. And then you have the Hierophant here and the Four of Wands at the bottom. That's a happy marriage. So you might be choosing to put your energy into a relationship rather than work. And then you decide that you want to move away, because that's also a moving card. So you might decide to move away. It could be a Taurus, but it could just also be someone that's a very spiritual person in your life. And you decide, you know what, I want to put my energy into this person, and we're going to actually focus more on us. Yeah, and we're going to work on that relationship. It could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or another Virgo or a Taurus. So clarify the Four of Cups for Virgo, please. Well, those came out flying. So you have the Three of Swords, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, Five of Wands, Judgment, and the Tower in the reverse. Okay. So there was some heartache here. There was a disappointment because of someone that came in to try to bring some kind of a drama, some kind of passion towards your relationship or your work. And there was a lot of gossip, a lot. But in this gossip, things came out to the light that, you know, things were being unfair, and you got justice. And people were like, oh no, you were right, you know, and then you avoided a disaster with the Tower in the reverse. You have the King of Swords in the reverse at the bottom, but we're not going to call him because I didn't ask for him, but he wanted to come out anyway. Look at that. Wow. So you have the Five of Cups and the King of Swords. So you're rejecting someone that was probably an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, and you're rejecting this person because they were just very like tyrannical type of an energy with you, and you felt like you just didn't want to put more effort into it, so you just decided to walk away. You're not confused anymore about what you want, and you have the World in the reverse here. So you definitely worked at something. It looks like you worked at something really hard, and then you got it, and then you decided that maybe this wasn't for you. So you decided that this job you were working at, it wasn't, you're not going to put any energy into it, and you walk away. You put an end to it with the Death card. So moving away from it is opening up an opportunity for you to focus more on your home life, on your family. And so you might decide that, you know, yeah, I worked for all this, for these accolades, but I'm actually going to leave that behind and work towards building my my family, you know. And so I'm going to pull a couple of the oracle cards to see if that it's a little bit all over the place, but I didn't expect it to be anything less in the retrograde. I figured it was going to be a little bit all over the place. And it, you know, if it doesn't make sense for you guys, really, it doesn't make sense to me right now at this point. But we're going to pull some oracle, see if we can add something to it. And it might make perfect sense to you. Like, it's not making sense to me, but it doesn't mean it has to make sense to me, right? And if it makes sense to you, then this is your message. If it doesn't, join the club, because I'm like, what? So it seems like you were like, okay, I'm determined to get this job. I'm determined to get this new position, and I'm going to do my best. And you do your best. And people are like, yeah, you are the best. And so you do it, and you go through the motions. You know, take a test or do whatever it is. Then you get the position, and then you're like, I don't really want it. I didn't really want it. And then you decide, okay, I'm going to move away from it, and I'm going to actually go towards focusing on my family. I mean, that's what I got from the cards that I saw. But somebody can read it in a different way. So if you get it in a different way, then do that. do what works for you and how it fits for you. So you got make the effort, retreat, engagement, and romantic feelings, finances, and career. So it says here, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Make the effort, because great love is worth taking the steps to, you're guided to take. It's time to disconnect from the world. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, and your feelings are real and worth exploring. So actually the oracle cards kind of say exactly what the reading had said. Working, and it's affecting you because you're putting a lot of time and energy into it, and it's telling you to focus on your love and make the effort. So you go away, you decide to make the commitment again towards your relationship, and then you start up romantic feelings with this person again, and it becomes kind of like the place where you kind of had let go of and you had lost, you know. So just to add to this, I'm going to pull some angel answers, and I'm going to pull 3 cards. You guys ask a question, and then whatever, actually this is not the angel answers. I apologize. I do have the angel answers. Maybe I should pull those. These are the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I'm going to pull them because I started to shuffle them for you guys, okay? But then I'm also going to pull the angel answers, and then I'll pull 3 cards, and you guys can pick one, and then that's going to be the answer for your question, okay? So let's see. 3 cards, please, for Virgo, February 2020. Okay, 2 more cards, please, for Virgo, February 2020. Oh gosh, these cards are like stuck together. Like they don't want to talk. Okay, so there you go. There's your 2. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull Archangel Michael. I'm going to go ahead and pull the Angel Answers card too. Oh no, that's Uriel. You guys got Uriel at the bottom of the deck. And so these are the angel answers. So now it could be a time for you guys to ask your question, whatever it is. If it's whatever it is, just ask the question, okay? And then your answer would either be card 1, card 2, or card 3. Okay, so I'm going to give it a couple of shuffles, and then I'll pull them for you guys. I'm excited because I ordered some charms for my readings, and I'm going to start incorporating some of the charms for you guys. I love the charms. I'm starting to like learn them, and I'm studying a little bit more and more of them. So we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but at least we can give it a try. I'm trying to like change up a little bit of the readings so they don't become redundant for you guys. I'm also going to start doing, you know, different spreads and see like freestyle, like whatever comes out. Okay, so these are your cards, Virgo. We're picking out card 1, card 2, and card 3. Okay, so the first card that came out for the Angel Oracle cards is this one. It says breathe. Archangel Raphael. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Then you have clear your space. I mean, I was talking to you guys about this in the beginning of the video. Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. Feng shui. The last one is leadership. Archangel Gabriel. It is time for you to assume the leadership powers and position, guys. Your loving guide and lovingly guide others. So you are definitely meant to be in a teaching position. So your position could be something to do with training someone or teaching someone, or maybe you are an actual instructor, or a teacher. So that could be you know, taking on a more of a leadership role in your position right now. Under the bottom of the deck, you had Archangel Uriel. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon without delay. Then the answers of the angel answers are, for card number 1, if you guys asked your question, the answer is compromise. Okay? Card number 2, unlikely. So whatever your question was, it's probably not going to happen at this time, okay? Card number 3, there's something better. So whatever your question was, I hope that those were clear answers. And if they're not, hey, like I said, sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. I really hope that you guys got something positive out of it. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to me, but like I said, Virgo, it doesn't have to make sense to me. It has to make sense to you. So you guys probably know how to make it fit. And if it doesn't, then let it go. It wasn't your message, okay? I hope that I can get you your message next time. If this wasn't it, I hope to see you again next month, okay? Bye, Virgo.